Hi, I'm Steve Sample with Bama Talk. Don't miss a single episode of Bama Talk Show, available now on iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app, and on the web at bigbrainsmedia.com.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, December the 15th, the Ides of December. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. Skycam Network, there's a look at the shot from Tuscaloosa, and the clouds are still there, and we can see the lights reflecting off those clouds, and it looks like we should see some sun by afternoon. The pattern at the surface map looking a little less complex as we saw yesterday, with high pressure settling in from off to our west, and that will keep us in good dry weather for the next several days. In the upper atmosphere, the trough that was to our west yesterday is moving by today, and that will change us around to a northwesterly flow, and that's going to keep us rather chilly for the next couple of days, but as typical southeastern fashion, we're going to warm up fairly nicely. The temperatures this morning a bit cooler than we've seen for the last several days, as temperatures dip back into the 30s for the most part, ranging from about the mid-30s in the Tennessee River Valley to about 40 around the Birmingham area, and then down into the mid-40s in South Alabama. The number of winter weather advisories has dropped substantially, with only a few winter weather advisories in effect now, primarily from New York across northern New England and into southeastern Canada. And it looks like we're going to stay dry for the next several days. The next chance of rain probably comes late Thursday and into Friday, and it looks like next weekend could be kind of wet. Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any organized severe storms for the next several days. All right, the 06Z GFS model run, and here comes the surface high from our west settling in, and you can see the 540 thickness line coming down to the vicinity of about Muscle Shoals, so the cool air definitely in place. We begin to see that cold air migrate back to the north on Monday, as we see the 540 line kind of pull back a little bit into southern Kentucky as the trough continues to hold over the south or over the eastern half of the country, and we have a number of traveling disturbances coming out of Canada across the Great Lakes area. By Tuesday, we see a fairly strong disturbance coming across, but that's going to have very little moisture to deal with, so it looks like while there may be some snow, light snow, especially across the Great Lakes area and up into New England, it doesn't look like it's going to be a big snow producer. And in the meantime, we stay kind of in the coolish air as we climb back into the 50s for highs Monday and Tuesday. For Wednesday, that impulse moves off the New England coast, and the pattern flattens somewhat as we come more or less under a bit of a ridge for Wednesday. And then on Thursday, the ridge begins to pump up as a strong trough digs into the southwestern U.S. and into northern Mexico. That will dig in and cut off over Baja California on Friday. And so that really pumps up the southwesterly flow across our area, and that does two things. One, it keeps us warm, and two, it keeps us moist because we tap into Pacific moisture. By Saturday, a week from yesterday, we see that closed low coming across northern Mexico, and once again we're under a bit of a ridge over the Bahamas primarily, with a little bit of a troughiness over the northern central plains, but that again is going to keep us in warm conditions and also bring chances for rain, especially into Saturday and then again on Sunday. It looks like Sunday could be quite a soaker across the area from Texas across the southeastern U.S. Looking out into voodoo country, though, as everybody's focused on Christmas, and it doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of white Christmas for the southeastern U.S. Does look coolish as we have a broad trough established over the eastern half of the country. And it looks like the GFS is suggesting that broad trough will stay with us through the end of 2013. So it does look like it'll be a situation where we'll have some cool mornings and some I'd say coolish afternoons with temperatures probably at seasonal or slightly below seasonal values with this kind of pattern. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video for this Sunday, December the 15th. James Spann should be back with the next edition first thing on Monday morning. In the meantime, I hope that you have a wonderful day. Don't forget our 26-hour Toys for Tot Drive starts Tuesday at 4 p.m. at Legacy Barbecue on John Hawkins Parkway in Hoover. So be sure to bring out an unwrapped toy. We've got a goal of 80,000 toys to get by Christmas for needy kids across central Alabama. In the meantime, have a great day. Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news
in all of central Alabama.
in back-to-back ratings periods.
More people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.